In this video, we will learn how to achieve secure cloud computing using homomorphic encryption algorithm RSA.
RSA algorithm. It is asymmetric cryptography algorithm. Asymmetric actually means that it works on two different keys, like public key and private key. As the name describes that the public key is given to everyone and the private key is kept private. Let's demonstrate an example to understand the term asymmetric cryptography. First of all, a client, for example a browser, sends its public key to the server and requests for some data. Then the server encrypts the data using the client's public key and sends the encrypted data. After this, the client receives this data and decrypts it. Since this is asymmetric, nobody else except browser can decrypt the data, even third party has public key of browser. As RSA algorithm withstood the attacks for more than 30 years, it is used for the confidentiality and the authentication of the data. It includes the following steps: generating the public key, generating the private key, then it performs the encryption of the data, and after this we can decrypt the data. The idea of RSA is based on the fact that it is difficult to factorize a large integer. The public key consists of two numbers called n and e. N is formed by the multiplication of two prime numbers, let's say p and q. P and q are just random prime numbers. E should be co-prime. Co-prime means that it should not be a factor of n and it should be an integer. Then the public key is formed, which consists of n and e. Here is the calculation to generate the private key. You can see that the private key consists of three variables k, phi and e. K is some integer, we take it as 2. Phi n is calculated by the formula p minus 1 into q minus 1. The p and q are the prime numbers and e is the co-prime number that we used previously. It is the encryption of the message M into the ciphertext. By this formula, you can see that it is completely depending on the public key components E and N. After this, we can decrypt the ciphertext into the message, and the decryption formula is depending on the private key component D and the number N. Therefore, you can see that encryption strength totally lies on the key size. If we double or triple the key size, the strength of encryption increases exponentially. It is simple RSA implementation in Python. First of all, we are importing a library decimal. It is used for the rounding of numbers. Then we are defining a function GCD. GCD of two numbers is used to find the greatest common divisor. For example, the GCD of 15 and 20 is 5. Then we are taking the input of P and Q prime numbers. Also, we take the input of the message value. Then we calculate the public key component n, which is the multiplication of the p and q. Then we calculate the phi, which is the private key component. It is represented here as t. Then we find the e. E is that co-prime number. GCD of two numbers is equal to 1, meaning that it is a prime number and has no any factor with the other numbers. I is a random integer. Here we calculate the private key d. Then in the line 24 and 25 we perform the encryption of the message, and in the line 26 and 28 we perform the decryption of the message. Then we print the ciphertext, decrypted message and the encrypted message. This is the output of the above code, in which the user entered the value of prime numbers p, q, the message that has to be encrypted. It returns the public key components, private key components, the ciphertext and the decrypted text. It is the RSA implementation in the Python library PyCryptodem. It is self-contained package of low-level cryptographic primitives. It supports the Python versions of 2.6, 2.7 and 3.4. You can install it by pip install PyCryptodem. In the first line, we are importing the module crypto.public key. It provides the facility for generating new RSA keys, reconstructing them, exporting them and importing them. In the second line, we are importing the module crypto.cipher. It is asymmetric cipher based on RSA and optimal asymmetric encryption padding. It is standard padding for the RSA. In the next line, we are importing the bin ASCII. It has number of methods to convert between binary and various ASCII encoded binary representations. In the next line, we are generating the key components N, D, and E, which are 3072 bits long. Then we are taking the public key components from the key pair and encoded them in hexadecimal form. Hexadecimal is a base 16 number. It is easier to represent in hexadecimal format than other formats. We are exporting these numbers by using the dot export key in another file and decoded them in ASCII. ASCII is the standard American code for information exchange. It is used to translate the PC to human text. Then we are taking the key components of private key N and D from the key pair and converting them into hexadecimal form. We are also exporting them by using a dot export key and decode them in ASCII format. Then we are taking a message to be encrypted. The prefix B before the message produce an instance of byte type instead of the string type. Then we are producing an encryptor using the second module crypto.cipher, which is RSA based encryptor, and we are encrypting our message using this encryptor and printing our message in bin ASCII.hexlify format. It returns the hexadecimal representation of binary data. Every byte of the data is connected into corresponding two-digit hex representation. Resulting string is twice as long as length of the data. Then we are using a decryptor to decrypt our encrypted message and print the decrypted text. It is a part of the output of above code. It consists of the public key components N and E, which are generated by the crypto.public key module. It is the ASCII format of the public key generated by the above code. These are the private key components N and D generated from the above code. It is the ASCII format of the private key. It is used for the decryption of the data. Here it is the complete output, the encrypted form of the message and then the decrypted form of the message.